Julian, I just turned off your mic for a while. I think it's our presentation is about to start. Yeah, just probably my screen should be first. Okay, so hello to everybody. Just to press type plus if you can see me and hear me well, or at least you can do it anyhow. So type plus. Okay, that's so. Okay, and yeah, I see we have. How many people we have, Alena?
77.
Almost 77. Yeah, almost 100. I think people will coming. And today is our second promotion, I would say, webinar. About our before our conference in Krakow in Poland. And today we'll have two great speakers on, and we're trying to make it diverse and it's interesting to the audience. I hope you enjoy. And just like short review, please type like your city and comma your position. What do you do? We're just wondering who are with us. Yeah, I see that you can see me. So today we'll have again two talks by about 20-25 minutes. First one is from Chunlen. He's currently from in Malaysia, but originally from Cambodia, and he will share his experience working on Japanese market. It's actually I had only one customer from Japan, and just never trying to point out there. But I think it's also some opportunities there. And another is Yuri Warczynski. He will talk about how to sell, how to make like mafia offer. We didn't change topic over there. Oh, kind of. So anyway, he update. Yeah, I see already people start typing their talks, their position. We see Minsk, Kiev, Israel. Okay, канал успешных девочек. Israel, Odessa, and yeah, different project managers and business dev. Kharkiv, account executive, and other position. Good. So, and also for those who will stay to the end, we will provide a special discount for conference who will decide to go with us to Kharkiv. And yes, just there's some delay, like around 7 maybe 10 seconds between we say and people see or speaker will see comments, but still ask questions. I will at least gather them and ask our dear speakers. Okay, I think it's pretty late from myself. And Chunliang, can I say something? I muted your mic. Just if you could unmute. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Chunliang. So yeah, so just words for you. Please tell us about your experience and your experience in Japanese IT market, and how we can make it. And I think you have around like 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, maybe I will join and ask you to speed up or just maybe announce some question which was not followed. So just your words, your time. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Chun Leng from Cambodia. And first, I would like to say thank you so much that gave me a great time to have present today. Okay, so let's go to presentation about the topic is reaching highly demanding Japanese market. Okay, so first I would like to introduce to NT that we are from Cambodia and
Julian, it seems like you haven't shared your screen. Just please share it.
okay.
Okay. It seems almost to work. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It worked, right?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So for 20, we are local company in Cambodia with 125 staff currently. And just go a little bit in Cambodia for talking about our company. This is the first IT outsource company in Cambodia that has many programmer if we compare in Cambodia only to another company. And one more thing is we are focused on the outsource from overseas like Japan, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia, and also from USA for current situation. And today I would like to go ahead to show you how to find a customer in Japan. So in this point, I would like to share 3 points. First, relate to quality. I mean, both coding and design. So in 20, we are committed to reach the Japanese quality. So even the design, we are follow the Japan design. Japan is a very simple and easy to understand. It's a little bit different from other, and this is what we could reach a Japanese standard, and also relate to the soft code. I mean, how we develop our standard. We follow the Japan, and the second part is relate to, I mean, the quality, productivity. We have to be quick, to be on time, and we have many programmer to support our client. And the last one is the network. I mean, network is very important. Even we reach the quality, both design and coding, and also we reach the standard of delivery related to the deadline or something. We have to make more network. It's the main point is what the 20 finding the client in Japan. And the next point is Japanese business culture. As my background, I study in Japan and working more than 10 years in with a Japanese company, Japanese people. So just would like to say 3 points today. One is time management. So in Japan, it's very strict related to deadline, and also anything we have to commit to follow the time. Let's say we start from this time, we have at least to start from this time. So time management is very important. This is what 20 doing now. And the second thing is reporting. It means everything we have to keep in touch with the client. I mean, so every day to keep in touch with the client, what is going on, even it's in negative thing, positive thing, or what in process. We have to keep in touch with very close. And the one more thing is we can say customer relation is we have to focus on the client and keep them with the friendly and really nice service to them. Even our programmer make the communication by Skype meeting or something. We are use the business manner. I mean, how to communicate with the client in the polite thing, friendly, and make them happy with our. Next is currently why 20 we can reach Japanese standard. The first thing is mindset of our developer. So for me, all our staff in 20, we train them and about how to commit. So I mean, make more responsibility related to the project. So we are detailed. We are really strong with the quality. So this is start from the programmer mindset. They commit. They try their best. There's a really strong feeling. And next one is, I mean, the skill inside. Really the skill of the programmer. So our programmer are trained day by day, and also they try to reach the certificate from Google and also Microsoft. That is make sense go to Japanese client. And another thing is we are very clear, very detailed about the workflow. So let's say one project, who's going to manage, who going to develop, who's so everything. So how to report, how to, I mean, the workflow, we are very, very clear about that in order to get the Japanese standard. And the last one is in the company, we use the Japanese style to manage the employee. In this case, to take some example, that what we are doing is, let's say, a morning meeting. So we input like a business manner strategy, YS, and in Japanese we call Horenso, Kaizen. This is what the 20 doing. So based on our commitment, our workflow very clear. So that's why we could reach a Japanese standard. And next point, relate to what we are going to do in Japan, our challenge inside. So 20, Nanita Tech, we are going to have office in Japan soon in order to deal directly with the client. I mean, currently we outsource from IT company in Japan, and later on we will put our office soon this year, and we deal direct to the client. And also we are going to send our and the big thing is all Japanese website or application is mostly in Japanese. So a few company only that have English version. And 20, we are committed to translate all website in Japanese to English that we get. So this is what we are challenged inside in Japan. Okay, and this is, I think, final for my presentation. But before I going to finish my present, I just would like to say thank you for you all to join this conference. Let's attend and see more detail about how to get the client in Japan more at the outsource people conference in Krakow.
Okay, Chinlen, if you don't mind, just so we can see each other. So thanks for the really short presentation. So maybe if audience has questions, actually I already see some questions. I would ask you. Anna Lokshin asking, is it appropriate communicating with potential Japanese client in English? And I would add from myself as well. What language do you use? Do you speak Japanese, and your people also speak Japanese, or how it works? Janem, can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you.
Did you get my question, or should I repeat?
Yeah, for me, I can speak Japanese.
And for Japanese, for your other people, do they also speak Japanese, or is it fine to speak English with them? Are they good in English?
Okay, in the company, it's not only me, but there are depend on the company, but we can say Japanese people is not speak English well. So mostly we use Japanese best to communicate. So in the company, it's not only me, but another Japanese programmer also work in 20 as our staff.
Okay, thanks. Ostapenko Alex asking how do you plan or how to hire people from Japan? From Japan in a Japanese office, or you're going to move there your Cambodian people? Then? Yuri.
Somebody's writing, I think his battery is dead.
Okay, seems we lost. Julian, are you around? I had some other questions in a row, but since we asked him to, okay, ask him answer later. Okay, then I think it's time. Julian, no, he's no longer present, and with what I get message. Okay, so unexpected, we move to another talk. Yuri, I hope it's gonna be a better connection. Yes, who's around? He's making a lot of jokes on our talks. Yeah, so I'm happy to present next speaker, Yuri Warczynski. He's also one of the top speaker of the last two conferences in Kyiv, and now we are happy to bring him in Krakow, mostly because of his Polish second name, joke. But not only this. I know if it's Yuri, is popular name in Poland, so I don't know if they recognize you, that you're not totally Polish, but like partially Polish. So Yuri represented, he's doing these two activities as well. He has a company, Ukrainian Dutch company based in Odessa for development center, and in Netherlands, I actually don't know where his office, in Amsterdam, or how do you work there? And it's more than 100, and it's just I don't know if it's not secret. He have really few project managers. He managed his team really efficiently. But besides this, he also do organize some different trainings, and he definitely has something to share. And today he will talk mostly about sales. But actually, Julian, are you with us? Can you hear us? Maybe it's like battery turn off. Julian?
Yeah, I can hear. I'm sorry, some problem here in here, so I lost. Okay.
So Yuri, just in a few minutes, I will ask Julian question, then I'll go to you. Julian, so the question was, last question was, how you're gonna to hire Japanese for your office in Japan, and how to do it? Is it any way? I mean, are you going to bring Cambodian people, or are you gonna hire Japanese?
For me, what we plan is we are going to hire Japanese people as a manager, and then we send some programmer to deal with the client only.
Okay, and also a question for me: how did you find your first Japanese client?
Related to finding the client in Japan, related to finding Japanese client, start from the network. So I have the connection in Osaka, Tokyo, and Nagoya. It based on my network before. So from client, and then we try our best to show that we could do for them. You know, Japanese is very difficult to deal with. They uh, look at us, so they cannot do. So even it's cheap, a little bit low cost in Cambodia, but the quality is very important. So we commit our best to clear with the first client and start from that. I use them as our reference, and we can get more and more client in Japan. So currently we have 15 company that cooperate with 20 give offer us a job in Cambodia currently.
So as I got you, you have main sales channel is your networking, right? Your friends, and also you start to work with Japanese agency who just sell your work. Or do you have any other channels? Do you try, like, I don't know, cold calling or cold emailing? I don't know, or LinkedIn. Do you have any other sales channel in Japanese? Have you tried this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. In Japan, I did not try it yet. But what I'm doing is we have one strong in sell as a Japanese people. He work closely with me, and we do some event in Japan related to outsource things. So what we could do and something like that. What I'm doing now is try to connect to led to the software in Japan, and we join the partner with them, and they find the client for us. This is what I'm doing.
Okay, thanks. And yeah, also Lushkin Dmitry asked how to connect client with new client in Japan, called letter or phone, and what would be procedure. Seems it's you just covered networking, go talk to people. Yes, and sorry guys for the poor connection. It's just we asked our guest Chandun just to speak from. Now he's currently in Malaysia, not in Cambodia, so it's in hotel. Yeah, full networking. Okay, so Chandun, thank you very much, and I hope.
Okay, thank you.
And then yeah, so then I give word for Yuri. Yuri is your stand. So again, as
okay.
Yeah, I think I already presented. It's your turn.
Okay, great. So I'm on, right?
Yes, your turn.
Okay, so Pavel did already a short introduction for me. I'm going to just touch on a few points that I wanted to react to. By the way, my name is Yuri, so I have a Polish name and last name. So I'm using Yuri because Jurek is let's say the version of my name that my mother uses. That's a little secret that everybody has learned about me. And indeed, I have a Dutch company with headquarters in Amsterdam, and the development center is in Odessa. And Pavel was absolutely correct. We use very few project managers, And we do that because of something that we developed ourselves, which is called Epic Flow, which is also one of my big passions. So I think what I will do now is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show a presentation which I've prepared for you. Okay, let's see. Could you please type if you can see my presentation? It has become very quiet. I don't hear anybody, and I don't know if you can hear me.
It's just like 5, 6, 7 delay, but yes.
Okay, there's a small delay. Okay, Pavel, can you see the presentation and the video stream?
It's perfect.
Okay, perfect. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so well, let me start with a little bit of history. So at the last Outsource People, what I presented was my presentation for how to become Don Corleone of sales and make unrefusable offers to your customers. If anybody has from today's public has been there, could you please just write that, okay, yes, I've been there, I've seen your presentation. That'd be great to know how many people, let's say, have been there. I told a little bit about myself already. So I have a professional services company, which is his enterprise. We work with large accounts in Europe. And well, my passion is Epic Flow, which is a solution to our own project management and resource management needs, which we're also putting on the market right now. And I'll be glad if you connect at the end of this presentation. So what I was telling at the last conference was separating marketing and sales. And so I asked right before the conference in our Odessa marketing group, okay, so can somebody give me a short sentence about what is marketing so that I can use it for my presentation at Outsource People? And okay, I'm getting some reactions here. Great. And I got several replies, some of which I want to show to you. So the first one was, marketing is the philosophy of business. And another one was, marketing is everything. And another one was, what are you asking anyway? So these answers were not very specific. So I thought, okay, let's use some more strong, definitive language to separate marketing and sales and to put some meaning to these two things. And what I said was that, okay, the job of marketing is to spread the bread so that the ducks will come and they will sit. And the job of sales is to shoot the duck. But we know that if you shoot the duck and you miss, then not only the duck will fly away, but all of them will fly away. So actually, the job of sales, the job of marketing, is to glue the duck to the ground so that sales can shoot the duck. In other words, marketing is dealing with an entire segment of the market, and the job of sales is to close the deal. And so we were discussing, okay, so what is the problem? What are we discussing about? Why is marketing a problem? And I made the claim that it's all about customers' perception of value. And let's say from a customer perception of value, it can be one thing. From our perception of value, can be completely different. So we have to influence this perception of value. And if you're in sales, then you know that, okay, you have to act upon the customer's perception of value, otherwise he's not going to buy. But if you're in management, you will say, hey, but we have to get a reasonable product margin. So then there's this kind of tug of war. And if you are sales and management at the same time, you can have a very interesting discussion with yourself. So yeah, sales says, hey, we have to sell it, we have to take this deal. Management says, no, we can't have this deal, it's too cheap, don't take the deal. We took the deal, oh my God, what are we going to do with this deal? And then I made a very interesting statement. I said, the client's perception of value cannot be raised significantly. And so who agrees with this statement? Please say I agree. I will see it in the chat. I'll give a few seconds so people can write. By the way, I saw about 20 LinkedIn connections. So great, guys. Very nicely done. Thank you. Okay. And of course not. Of course, the customer's perception of value can be raised. In fact, that is the objective of marketing. Increasing the customer's perception of value of our products or services, but in a way that competitors cannot quickly copy. So not by reducing prices, of course not. Because if you reduce prices and you succeeded, then your competition can copy that very quickly. If you reduce prices and you didn't succeed, congratulations, you're bankrupt. And what I was saying, that the way to do this is by creating a so-called unrefusable offer. And my whole last presentation was about, okay, what is the logic of creating such an unrefusable offer? And I used an example from the industry that I'm in, so in professional services, how to create unrefusable offers. Now, so for the next outsourced people, what I would like to do is I would like to take the next step, and I would like to talk about how to get your client to yes without a hot iron. Yeah, so even if you have the most beautiful unrefusable offer, even if you have worked very hard and you've created an offer which is beautiful, perfect, magnificent, solves all their problems, if you present it in the wrong way, the client will not bite. So what I will be talking about at the next outsource people is basically how to present ideas. I will be talking about how to prepare for objections, and you can actually do that. Actually, it's very predictable which kind of objections will be given. So it's also very easy to prepare for that, and let's say time your customers' objections in such a way which is advantageous to you. And all of this will be done based upon the Epic Flow sales engagements, which we have done in the past. We've done. Well, I don't know exactly how many here. Our designer put in 567 presentations. It's probably close. So we've done a lot of these, and I will tell you the secret of how we plan these presentations, what kind of objections we expect in these presentations, and what kind of things we keep out of the presentation because we want to have these objections at a later stage. This is all I have today because we're a little bit of short on time. But now I would love to take questions.
Okay, I invite everybody to ask actually questions. Yuri, okay, Okay, Ron just gives his ideas. Question for me: how much time does it take for you for such one offer, and what stages usually it consists of?
Well, so normally we have what we do is a presentation. That's one. It's a presentation workshop kind of thing. We spend around an hour for a workshop. And
workshop live, right? Via Skype or live one?
Well, we started with doing it with traveling, so going to the office, but nowadays we're doing it via Skype or whatever online means the customer is using.
Why do you switch from live to online?
Why did we switch? Well, because the company has changed. So basically, we first were acting as a consultancy. So we were providing consultancy services to companies, and we were helping them organize their project management, multi-project management stuff. And we had, some standalone tools which we implemented at their side. And later on, we said, well, if we would like to bring this to millions of users worldwide. So, well, we can't travel every day. There's only 4 people who can show this presentation. So, basically, we have to do it online. And what we see is that it works very well. And we have a very high success rate. So I'd say somewhere around 85%. Used to be 100, but now since we're doing more SaaS kind of stuff and all kind of, let's say, not very well targeted people are joining. So basically what we see is 85% of people who join our presentation, they end up being our customer.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a long answer to your question.
Oh, that's interesting. Anya Maria Yanchak asked, Anya Maria, it's a double name. So asks, so is it Epic Flow a product you sell, or do you use it for personal usage only?
Yeah, so it's a product we sell, and indeed we have a number of large accounts which are using it. Probably the most interesting one to talk about is the company or group of companies actually who built the yacht for Steve Jobs. So they are now a customer of ours, and they are using Epic Flow to build 2 or 3 yachts at the moment. And these are super yachts, so probably one yacht will cost somewhere between 50 to 100 million, and will take several years to build. And also, it's a tool which we are using inside our company, which is why we are able to have only several project managers for a workforce of 150 people.
Mm-hmm. It's impressive. Okay, Rajateka asks, what is the secret of being convincing when numbers and results for other clients are not enough?
Could you repeat?
What is the secret of being convincing when numbers and results for other clients are not enough?
Yeah, what we concentrate on is we make sure that we have the right people in the room. We indeed the problem is familiar to me. And what we see is that sometimes people want to click, and sometimes people they want to see how what color your the software is, but that's not the people that we want to talk to. Whenever we do a workshop, we make sure that we have a person who has financial responsibility in the room, and when the person has financial responsibility, the only thing he cares about is, okay, is this going to be good for my bottom line, or is it going to be bad for my bottom line? Trying to figure out how to quit sharing here. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yuri, please tell more about account management. Do you have a dedicated person that visiting clients just to check how they are happy, how they feel happy, how you ask for referrals.
Okay. The second question I find very interesting. I have a very nice answer for that. But let me start with the first one. So yeah, we have basically dedicated account managers for each Epic Flow client, and let's say at this moment in time, we're trying to keep it on a very let's say personal level. I can't tell you what will happen in the future. So we're targeting to have millions of users, and we want to have partner networks. And well, I can't predict how it's going to look like. The second part of the question, how do you ask for referrals? Great question. And the trick is you have to ask for referrals before you started working with them. So before you are signing the contract with them, before you seal the deal, you say, hey, now that we're about to sign the contract, I want to ask you, if you like what you see, let's say in 1 month's time or 3 months' time or whatever period of time it takes for you to understand, who do you think you can recommend me to? And they will think and they will tell you, and they will not say, I will not recommend you. At least in my experience, nobody has refused. And that's the best trick you can have. If you ask them for referrals after you seal the deal, they will be very reluctant to refer you.
So you firstly ask them, and then you remind them in 3-4 months, or
exactly. Yeah.
So you just put in your calendar or something. Just ask John or somebody just to do it. Okay, good point. Yeah, you just maybe specify for me the same question. So again, so how? Yeah, I don't know if you answered it exactly, but you have set of clients who works with your IT company, and again, how? I mean, do you have this like happiness management for them, or how do you? If you have some system to track how happy your clients every month, or how do you, if you do any processing like this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have regular. If you're talking about the professional services business, then we have regular meetings with our clients where we specifically ask them how they're doing business-wise, and that's you know, in the business world, happy means I'm making a lot of money. And we help them make a lot of money. So by delivering on time, by delivering on quality, etc. So this was something which was also in my last presentation at Outsource People, where I was saying, look, what is the impact of not delivering on time? Yeah, even so, you will say, yeah, the client will launch maybe later, and what is not transparent is that he may be late on the market. That's one. He may be he will lose income between your, let's say, the date where you could have delivered and the date where you delivered. That income will never come back to him. It will be lost forever. So and this income can be much bigger than than the amount that he's paying you. So we always make sure that they're financially happy. And then we know that they're happy. If the client is financially not happy, then sometimes even if you do all the right things, you will have a hard time. So the only thing you can do is, well, make sure that you're looking at ways to to make him successful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I got answer. Mark Eisenstadt asks, do you use cold emailing?
It's not we don't use cold emailing. So basically, we don't send for professional services. We don't do anything close to that. So it's all personal contacts and contacts of our customers. So like I was saying at the beginning, we always ask, okay, do you know people that you would recommend us to? For Epic Flow, that's of course a little bit of a different approach here. Normally what we do is we make sure that we are visible online. So that means social media marketing. That means that posting in project management reviews. Just recently we were in was it PM Today, which is like the #1 project management magazine in Britain. So, and then people would come to our website and just leave their email. So, and then we do emailing from there.
Thanks. Okay, Mark deleted his question. Interesting point.
By the way, I saw some objections that okay, I don't agree, or it's opposite, etc. So yeah, unfortunately, this channel provides kind of only a one-way discussion. So, but I would love to hear from people who have a different opinion, especially at the Outsource People conference, where we could meet face to face and then exchange. Because I love it when people object, because that gives me more insights.
Great. Okay. Also, I think Mark asked, what's your main sales channels to use for find customers in Holland?
Main sales channel. So for Epic Flow, our main sales channel is social media, forums, discussion groups, professional groups, articles. For professional services, like I said, it's mouse-to-mouse recommendations.
So okay, so what second channel for after mouse-to-mouse?
No, that's the only channel.
But I think well, I am sure that's really difficult to manage this channel. I mean, you cannot really. How you can speed up at 3 or 4x times?
Okay. Well, maybe another thing that we do is we have partnerships. So we have mouse to mouse, of course, and then we have partnerships. So basically, these are, let's say, businessmen, individuals who either have interest in various companies and they would like to help those companies develop further. Or these are kind of consultants with whom we cooperate. That's probably the second biggest channel.
Okay, thanks. Inna Stelmach asks, do you think participation in conference is a good sales channel for software product companies, and why?
Well, I can tell from my experience. So I've been going to Outsource People for a number of years now. And after the first one, we realized that, hey, actually, we might have a product which we can release to the market. We did release the product, and then in my presentations, of course, I talk a little bit about Epic Flow. And up to now, that has brought a number of prospects for now. Who said, "Hey, this is interesting. We want to try it. We would like to, we would like to have a demo. We would like to take it further." And we're discussing now with 10 such prospects. We are discussing the next step. So let's say we're in the purchasing decision kind of phase. So I'll let you know later how it goes.
What about conference, like, I don't know, in Netherlands, in Europe? Have you tried to attend them to get clients from there?
Yes, we have Jan Willem Trump. He's also visiting Outsource People. He does sometimes presentations in Holland. Let's say up to now, this has not been such a huge success. What has been a success is participating in professional groups. So if you find a group on LinkedIn which is about project management, and you go there and you talk about your product a little bit in a smart way, so you try to help people rather than just copy paste, that brings a lot of prospects in.
Thanks. Richard Sampson asks, could you say what kind of projects recently booming globally?
What kind of products are booming globally?
Products.
Well, I can say what is kind of sexy nowadays. It's not booming, but what will be booming, and that's in my opinion, this will be all kind of natural interfaces. So an interface where you can chat to your app, where you can. So for example, now I'm going to spill the beans, but what we're working on for Epic Flow in a far release is basically voice command of the application. So instead of going through a number of screens and trying to figure out what my resource situation is, what my project situation, etc., I just say, hey, Epic Flow, how are we doing today? And it will tell me that, hey, Yuri, you know what? All your projects are doing great, except these 3 projects which they're not going to be okay because you have a resource contention in 1 month's time. But if you would move these and these people to this and this group, maybe you could solve it. So that's what people start to expect from software nowadays.
Thanks. Maybe last 2 questions. Dmitry Timchenko asks how to find the right client in Poland, the best channels that works in Poland.
Yeah, the funny thing is I'm Polish, but I have almost not lived in Poland, only when I was 3 years, 3 to 4, something like that. So I went to kindergarten in Poland, and after that, my connection with Poland was not so much anymore. So I don't know how to do it in Poland.
Okay. Ron Craig asked questions. I think I missed it. Do your clients ever try to hire personnel out from under you? How do you manage that?
If our clients try to hire people, no, nobody has ever tried to hire somebody who is working for us. We put that explicitly in the contract. We did have a customer where he or they did want to have this option, and it was also very clearly stated that this option would be available under certain circumstances. So we did sign that, and then still then we indicated that we would need them to pay a kind of a fee for that. But I have never encountered a customer that has tried to hire our employees or our contractors.
Happy you. How you validate a lead on the first conversation, especially validating client's budget?
Okay. Yeah, so we do a number of things. The most easy to remember is we check if the client is MAD. And MAD is an abbreviation for having money, having authority, and having the desire. And that's our basic check. And usually these people are quite clever as well. If we see that we're talking to this person, then we also go with him into the business case. So I'm assuming we're talking about professional services now. So for professional services, we say, okay, well, what's your business problem? What are you trying to achieve? And then he would tell us. And if we don't see that this project is achieving a business objective, then normally I'm a bit suspicious if you're talking to the right person.
Okay, great answer. Lushkinov Dmitry asks, what do clients in Poland think about cold mails? And is it more effective to make proposals to meet at first letter? I think we can rephrase it's more like to Dutch clients, because as we mentioned, Yuri, could you just maybe try say a few words in Russian just to people feel that maybe you speak some Russian?
Да, я могу, то есть я могу тоже по-русски.
Just I think I confused that you have Polish roots, but I think we can consider Yuri really as Ukrainian Dutch person. So what do you think it's about emails? I think you mentioned you don't use it that much, so right? So
yeah, it can be that this is just let's say the bubble that I'm in. But the people that I talk to, they they say, okay, when they get a cold email, they delete it. They're not interested. They don't have a trust to it. So yeah, like I said, it could be related to the bubble that I'm in. I can tell you my personal reaction to it is also very negative, because from time to time an Indian company is writing, and then they will say, "Oh, we are such a great company, and we have a lot of developers, and we are very, very cheap." And I'm like, okay, it's garbage.
Yeah. Also, Vasil Starikov asked, what are the cutting-edge technology, as per your opinion, that replace the standard one we use now? I think you already mentioned it's about voice chats and like this. So if you don't mind, we'll go to the last one. Rajateka asks how to convince that client has a desire. It's about, I think, validating leads.
Okay, so how to make sure that he has desire? Well, you feel it, or you can ask him. What we do at an Epic Flow presentation is okay. We present. We do our presentation, and I will be telling at the next Outsource people how we plan and pace this presentation strategically, and then at the end of the presentation, we ask, okay, well, do you think that this can help you? And then they will tell you,
and you'll see it. Okay, so thanks, Yuri, for this presentation. There was a pretty huge Q&A session, and yeah, I hope people can see you live in Poland, in Krakow. Finally, we'll bring you to your motherland, more or less.
Exactly.
To the place, and yeah, let's see you soon. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Pavel.
Thanks, Yuri. Okay, so now short words for me. So thanks for everybody who was presenting on this webinar. Also, now for those who are interested in our conference, which is going to be next almost in 1 month in Krakow. And also, I would like to ask you, could you press plus if you've been or already heard about conference before this webinar, or you've been to any Outsource People conference, or you already listen, or if you never heard of this, just type minus. Just we'll do it, and while I'm starting my short screen, and yeah, it's actually going to be our first conference outside of Ukraine and Belarus. Last year we did it there. Okay, I think you can go. So we did it in Minsk just a year ago. I think it was pretty successful. Now we are doing also last November we did it in Kiev for almost more than 1,000, like around 120. And this year we're gonna do it in Krakow. It's still gonna be like local one. It's like 300s, but I think it's somewhere we start. And actually we are planning to do it annually. So we expect almost the majority are from Poland participants, and others from other parts of the world. And usually we're trying to make it with a good networking. So it's all real pictures from our last events in Kiev. So why actually you should go there, and maybe just short story behind this conference. I don't know if you're part of any city club, but we build network of owners. And I think, I don't know, could you also send link to Facebook group? So just, I don't know, we'll send you some group where we have a lot of people. And I think it's great when people from, or I would say, software houses industry or outsource industry, or whatever you call it, then they can meet each other, exchange the best practices. We're trying to invite speakers with the best practice experience. Sometimes, it's on other conference, usually there is a lot of motivation speakers, and we're trying to avoid it. We're trying to make it as practical as possible. So sometimes those speakers not as good in speaking experience, but mostly they definitely have something to share. So main idea how our conference is different from almost any other is first of all, we trying to gather small, medium software houses, mostly in Central and East Europe and for now. And second, we're trying to make it as practical as possible, where you can meet new people, and it's like C-level communities. So usually when the last conference in Kiev, I ask people to pick up the hand, and we're I think 70% like this. So it's owners, and it's like a community where you go and you deepen, and you can really, get motivation and feeling, and to be really inspired and get new ideas for new achievements. And also you will get there and you get from people from stage in some like local rooms, whatever you meet them, just the best trends, what's going on in sales and marketing, and all processes, what you drive. There's speakers over there, and of course like new partners. Somebody of you maybe do mobile application, somebody on just web development, and you can always exchange ideas. And I know Polish companies are really interesting in Ukrainian partners, and vice versa. Ukrainian interesting in how to do best sales. And I think I told you last time, but when we were in Germany, there's a really big good comments and compliments, I would say so, to Polish companies, because they sell and they market much better than, unfortunately, Ukrainian and Belarus. It's something what we can learn from them. And there's going to be next 2 streams. One is about business and strategy, and second about sales and marketing. And you can easily switch between each other. And just few speakers. It's one of them, Chris Bine. Actually, we're going to invite him he's originally from and totally from US, and we're going to invite him for next webinar. Also, Professor Olaf Jilic. He's a professor of Warsaw Business School. He also drives this talk, and also speaker Adriana Corsa from IBM Talent Community Manager. He will tell about how to, really. He also experienced in marketing, but today on this conference he will speak about how to really brand your company as HR things. And just a few, maybe you can see a few response from other conference and companies from our conference who give feedbacks. And this last time in Kiev, it was really great for, I think, all participants. And another small things, which is probably not that crucial, but Krakow is just a great place to visit, and it should be a good reason for you or maybe for company to send you. It's going to be end of April, nice weather, which I can't promise, but I hope so. And it will be a great place and environment to meet your colleagues over all Europe. And I hope you will go there. You will get new feeling, new experience, new ideas. You'll come to your office and implement all these things. And what we want to also to inspire you to register for, if you think it works for you, you can register to the site. There's a special discount code called Paris, and you should register it till tomorrow night, and to finalize your selling for us as tickets till end of evening. And we are happy to see you finally in the Krakow, and I hope to meet all of you personally. You can also meet our customers, or speakers, and maybe it's your potential customers over there. And just let's see you soon. Thank you very much for listening to today's webinar. We probably will make another one in 1-2 weeks. So just follow our emails or a Facebook page, and see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.